The High Plains Insurance Game of the Week on Squirtle TV is out in the country tonight in Garfield County, just south of Enid, as the Pioneer Mustangs host the number 2 ranked team in Class B, the Laverne Tigers, in a battle that nobody would be surprised to see again on down the road in November or December. Laverne ended Pioneer's surprising season a year ago in the state semifinals. They knocked off the Mustangs 38-12 a week before they lost to Dewar 38-20 in the state championship game. This year they've both been impressive, not great schedules, not great opposition. They have 3-0 records, but tonight is a huge measuring stick game before each of these teams enters district play over the next couple of weeks. I'm Tom Nelson, joined by Adam Dieselhorst, and tonight we see how many weapons Pioneer, we saw how many weapons Pioneer had 2 weeks ago when they shut out Cherokee 46-0 in a game that ended after the opening kickoff of the second half. The Mustangs, their fans, their coaches thought that would be a good measuring stick game, but Cherokee was decimated by injuries that night and couldn't put up much of a fight. Tonight, both teams are healthy. We're going to have a better idea of where these teams stand in a couple of hours.
Yeah, and it's always an interesting matchup because, you know, Pioneer, one thing, to lean on their size and their physicality, but one thing about Laverne that everyone knows is they're one of those teams that will hit you in the mouth. So you got to be ready for that physicality brought from them. So that's kind of the matchup that I'm anxious to see, is how Pioneer handles that. And I think if they handle it well, I think we're going to see a very competitive game.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. You talk about how Laverne likes to hit you in the mouth. That's what, on the defensive side, that's what Pioneer wants to do offensively. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They want to run the ball at you. They won't throw very much. They've thrown, 2 times all season long. They're going to try to run it at you and make you stop them. Well, 20 years ago, Pioneer was the dominant team in Class B. They won 5 state titles in 6 years. Laverne has been one of the most dominant teams over the past decade, 3 gold balls, and they've made numerous trips to the state championship game. There's a lot of football left to be played this season, but on this night, the lights shine brightest on Pioneer and Laverne. It's an 8-man battle, and it's on the High Plains Insurance Game of the Week live on Squirtle TV.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Back with you at Mustang Field at Pioneer High School in Garfield County, and we will get out in front of this and apologize in advance. Our camera angle right into the sun is going to be a little hard to watch over the first few minutes of this ball game, but it will go down. And as hard as it is for you to see it on camera, it is that hard or worse for us to see it as we are staring right into the sun at Pioneer High School here tonight. But that sun's going to go down. It's going to look great. It won't take that long with our sundown coming up in just a few minutes. Laverne will get the football first. They will be going from left to right. They're wearing the road uniforms, white tops and purple bottoms and purple helmets. Pioneer, the home team, the maroon tops, maroon pants, and maroon helmets, the white numbers. And we are ready to go as the boot is away and covered by an up man. That was Rafael Torres with the kick. So let's see as I use my hands to kind of break the glare here. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. For Laverne, that is where they will start this drive. Quarterback is Peyton Freeman, 9 of 14 passing on the season, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Lined up behind him in the backfield, or actually to his right, is Houston Bockelman, 11 carries for 262 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. And on first down, it's the quarterback. It is Freeman, right up the middle, pushing across the 40-yard line, mark him to the 42. So a nice gain of 5 on first down.
Yeah, and if you're Pioneer, you're right there to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and you really, this is a very key drive for Pioneer to get some momentum for them.
Freeman, that's his 15th carry on the season. He had 44 yards rushing coming in. You look at the scoreboard from last week. They beat Southwest Covenant 14-0. That's very deceptive. Their game was weathered out, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. So they had jumped out early 14-0 and did not finish that ball game. And around the left side, that's Mason Massey, and he will be shut down. He tried to get to the edge and absolutely nothing doing. And the tackle made by Leighton Parker, the quarterback over there, staying home. And it will be a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Man, that was a shot. Leighton Parker coming up. We talked about who was going to be more physical, and early on we see Pioneer being very physical there.
Laverne rushing for 230 yards a game. They average 12.5 yards a carry. And Pioneer a chance to stop him right here. Rolling to his right is Freeman. Has some time. Passes high and reeled in. That's a one-handed catch. Nicely done by Logan Freeman, the 6'3" junior. He needed that height to reel that one in. It will be a first down across midfield at the 48-yard line, so a gain of 11 moved the chains.
Man,
first down.
Heck of a catch there. That ball was running towards us, and the ball was thrown behind him. He reached up with that big old paw and pulled it in.
For Logan Freeman, it's his 3rd catch of the season, just 3. So first down and 10, and Laverne is now in Pioneer territory at the 48. And on first down, the quarterback keeper, and staying home and wrapping him up is Rock De La Torre. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10, and that's what Pioneer wants to do. They want to get Laverne off schedule. Laverne had that 3rd down and long, and they were able to convert. And they're looking at 2nd down and 10 right now. Laverne 3-0 on the season. Their head coach is Tanner Woods. His 3rd year at the helm. Has a pretty darn good record, 22 wins and 5 losses. Got beat in the state championship game a year ago. Around the left end goes Houston Buckelman, his first carry. Not a whole lot there, down to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 2. Another stop for De La Torre. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6. So for the 2nd time on this drive, Laverne has a 3rd and long opportunity they'll have to try to capitalize on and to move the chains.
Yeah, last time it was just really a simple combination route that Laverne ran. They basically flooded everybody to this side of the field and rolled their quarterback out. He had a lot of time to throw it. I think that's why we saw the successful play.
From the gun to throw is Freeman. Across the middle, ball caught there. It's the 2nd catch of the night for Logan Freeman, and he will get the first down and stay on his feet down to the 27-yard line. So Logan Freeman has equaled his receptions in the first 3 games of the season on the opening drive here.
Yeah, the first time that Laverne called a pass play, they kept number 1 in there to pass block, and that time they kind of leaked him out, and I think you saw the corner take him, and Freeman came in the backside again, all the way from the other side of the field to make that play.
18-yard gain, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line. And on first down on the jet sweep, they'll hand off to Buckelman, and he'll try to find some running room inside the 25-yard line. That hole was shut down in a hurry. And the stop made by Caden Humphreys. We'll talk about him a lot tonight as well. We talked about him a lot 2 weeks ago up in Cherokee. Gain down to the 25 is a gain of 3. Buckelman a couple of carries for 5 yards at 2nd down and a long 7. Freeman hands off this time. There's Mason Massey, and Massey tripped up down around the 22. So he'll pick up 3 more. De La Torres in the stop, gain of 3. So 3rd down and 3 now.
And you're obviously, if you're Laverne, you're calling 2 plays here. You're in, 4th down territory, so they're going to feel comfortable, calling 2 plays here as long as they don't lose yards. Ooh, he false started.
Well, that'll make it a little more difficult, although 3rd down and 8 now, and Laverne has been pretty comfortable on this drive, converting in that distance on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2.
And it looked like that was Felix Till that jumped that time.
He's a freshman who we'll talk a lot about tonight. Tell you what, the future's bright with this kid. So back to the 28, 27-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Dump it out left flat. There's Teal. Take it back. That is Felix Teal, and Teal's going to get inside the 15-yard line down to the 13. That's another 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, every time it seems like, Pioneer's done a good job against the run so far. Laverne has converted on 3rd and long 3 straight times.
Yeah, 3 for 3 passing for Peyton Freeman. For Felix Teal, it's his 3rd catch of the season. 1st down and 10 now for the Laverne Tigers. Ball just inside the 15-yard line at about the 14. Handoff right side. Bockelman gets down to the 10. This has been a very methodic drive and has taken some time off the clock. This is the opening drive of the ball game. Now 7 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. And a 4-yard gain that time for Bockelman as the ball resting at the 11.
And that's the old traditional Laverne set that they typically run a lot of their stuff out of. You've seen them run the last decade like we talked about. It's the first time we've seen that formation.
This will be the 12th play of the drive. Started back at the 37-yard line. Quarterback Peyton Freeman will get down to the 7, picking up 4. He's stopped by Rafael Torres, defensive end.
One thing from up here that I'm noticing, Tom, those holes are starting to get bigger and bigger, as
wearing
this
them down a
drive's
little bit.
Going on. So kind of look for that, obviously.
So 3rd down and 4 now, definitely in 2-down territory for the Tigers. This time Freeman wants to follow his fullback around the right side, and Pioneer having absolutely nothing to do with it. They'll take him down for a gain of about 1. Once again, Rafael De La Torre. Take it back, Rafael Torres with the stop that time. And the gain of 1 yard. And so here is 4th down and 2. Laverne on the season is 3 for 3 converting 4th down.
Look for a quarterback run game. You add an additional player, you can get an additional lead blocker. I could see them doing something like that here.
Halfway through the first quarter, up under center this time. They're going to hand off to Bockelman. Up the middle, he didn't get it. Well, let's see. It's going to be close. Let's see what kind of push he got. They may measure this one. They're going to give him the spot just inside the 5-yard line. They give him the spot.
Yep.
They did. 1st and goal.
And that time you just see a traditional lead there by Laverne. Went from that formation that we talked about that they've run forever and just ran a little lead play.
So 1st down and goal. The ball resting at the 4. Long drive to open this ball game for Laverne on 1st down. Bockelman, and maybe a yard or so before he was closed down by a really good linebacker, Robert Newberg, the 6-foot-tall, 220-pound senior. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and goal. 5 carries, 10 yards rushing for Houston Bockelman. 2nd down and goal from the 4. Pioneer digging in. That defensive line, Rafael Torres, Dayton Thrower, and Rocky De La Torre, the linebackers, Robert Newberg and Dakota Wingo. This time,
good play call.
Draw by the quarterback into the end zone, touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run by Peyton Freeman, and for Freeman, it's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And Laverne will go on top 6-0 with the 2-point conversion upcoming.
Yeah, they've run that same jet play over and over again, and obviously that time the quarterback pulled it, and he had an easy seam.
They'll go for 2. Shotgun and handoff up the middle. That's Mason Massey, who gets in for 2. 4:49 to play in the first quarter. Laverne leads Pioneer 8-0. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week brought to you by High Plains Insurance, and it's on Squirtle TV.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Long drive for Laverne, 17 plays, covered 63 yards in 7 minutes and 11 seconds. And the 4-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Peyton Freeman.
Okay, make that number 22, Gabe Lovell.
Gabe Lovell will tee it off at the 40-yard line. The kick is nice and will sail into the end zone. And the Mustangs will take over for their first possession, first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. This drive will start with 4:49 to play in the first quarter.
Wow, you don't see that often. Of course, he had the wind behind him, but man, we haven't seen a kick in the end zone all year, I don't think.
It's been a while. Pretty impressive kicker in Gabe Lovell, the 6'2", 235-pound senior. So one of the bigger guys in the team is also the kicker. Quarterback for Pioneer is Ty Parker, only 1 of 2 passing for 19 yards. He's carried the ball 3 times for 23 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. But we'll keep our eye on Caden Humphreys. And on first down, the carry up the middle, that is Caden Humphreys. And he'll get it out to the 24, gaining 4 on first down. The numbers on Humphreys, 11 carries for 326 yards rushing. He averages 29.6 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns. He's also had 4 interceptions. He ran back a kickoff. He's had a pick 6. He's had a pretty darn good start to his season.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Second down and 6.
Well, you got to like the push that you see there if you're Coach Overstreet on that first play.
Yeah, they got that 2 tight end set. They want to run at you, and there's another good run. That's Humphreys again, busting into the secondary and out of the 41-yard line before he was tackled by Mason Massey, the linebacker. They'll move the chains, first down. Gain on the play of 17, and Humphreys, the competition takes a step up tonight. He's not going to average 29 yards a carry, but there's 17 on a burst, which they need.
Yeah, that was a good run. Good play call there, too. They had it blocked well.
First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Give it to Leighton Parker this time. Not a whole lot for Leighton, who's carried the ball 11 times now in the season for 186 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. He only averages 19 yards a carry.
That's it?
Yeah, pick up 2 right there to the 43.
And that time, obviously, I think that play was well scouted by Laverne. They obviously knew by formation, just ran a simple kind of lead play, and it was shut down pretty quick.
Second down and 8. Back to throw this time as Parker has time. Right side, put the ball in the hands of the big tight end, and rumbling toward the stick is Dakota Wingo. And I believe he'll be just shy of the first down. They need to get across the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it just shy of the 50. So a gain of 6. And for Dakota Wingo, that is his second catch of the season. He had the only other reception from Ty Parker this year. So
you don't see a lot of guys wearing 64 catching balls, but that's what you see in 8-man.
Welcome to 8-man football. It looks weird watching the NFL games now and seeing the single numbers on the running backs and the linebackers, and they've made that number switch in NFL football now. Third down and short. Quarterback sneak. And Ty Parker will get it across midfield to the 49. He'll pick up 2. Is there a flag on the play?
Yeah, there was.
There is.
Looks like a face mask.
Yep. Personal foul, face mask. They'll add 19 to, or add 15 to it.
Well, and that's a silly penalty if you're Laverne there. I mean, obviously they've got the first down, you know, and then no reason to face mask the quarterback there. You're not going to keep him from getting the first down.
So the ball resting now at the 34-yard line as the Mustangs getting a little deeper into Tiger territory. Tight formation, double tight set. And rolling to his left this time is Parker. He'll turn it up, and he's tripped up. Not a whole lot there. Give some credit to Peyton Freeman coming up and making that play. Went down low. They'll mark the ball at the 33-yard line, a gain of 1. Second down and 9 with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. And you and I have seen a lot of Laverne over the years, and I think people understand, you know, when you're playing Laverne, you want to not let them get that snowball going downhill. This opening drive of this ball game, after they went down and scored, this is a really big drive for Pioneer to try to even this one up. Now the pitch to Caden Humphreys, and he just made something out of absolutely nothing as it was bobbled by Ty Parker, and Humphreys will carry it down inside the 30-yard line. And they'll mark it at the 29, a gain of 4, and that was all Caden Humphreys.
Well, and that's another thing that you're seeing here, Tom, is as physical and as good as Laverne is, Laverne hasn't seen a team like Pioneer yet this year either, and they're used to just kind of getting to a spot and trying to make a play on somebody, but you can tell it's different trying to tackle, you know, Humphreys as anybody else they've tried to tackle so far this season.
So 3rd down and 5. Dump it out in the left flat, get it in Humphreys' hands, and a good job staying home and taking him down for no gain, maybe a loss of 1. Another good play by Peyton Freeman, cornerback staying home. And he's going to lose a yard on that one back to the 30. And a big 4th down situation.
Yeah, and you know there, you've got to get a block there if you're Keegan Beaver, and that was important, and obviously he did not get a block, and great play there by Peyton Freeman.
Final 35 seconds of the first quarter. Laverne on top 8-0. 4th down and 5. Back to throw. Parker looking left. Looking left, has plenty of time. Nobody's open. They'll dump it out into the flat for the safety valve again. And it's going to be Caden Humphreys who will not get the first down. He stayed on his feet long enough to pick up about 3, but he needed 5 or 6. And this drive will end at the 27-yard line after a gain of 3.
You know, and if you're Pioneer, you're disappointed there. Obviously, you're moving the ball, and you've got a what was it? Was it a 2nd and about 5? And then you throw it, you run, you call a good play and run a good play, but the wideout does not get a block, and you lose yardage. And then, you know, 4th and 5 is tough to get against anybody, especially a good team like Laverne.
So this drive will start for the Tigers at the 27-yard line. Final 18 seconds of the first quarter. And on first down, right up the middle, the quarterback, Peyton Freeman with the carry. He'll get out to the 30-yard line before he was tackled by Dakota Wingo, the linebacker. And that will be the final play of the first quarter, a gain of 3. Good ball game so far. We'll take a break and come right back. Laverne 8, Pioneer nothing, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, Bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. As the sun goes down over Pioneer High School, the Squirtle crew at the best 8-man football game tonight. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorse, the crew, Bryce Miller, producer, engineer, Sam Brown and Seth Brown on cameras. And we start the second quarter. Laverne on top of Pioneer 8-0, and Laverne will have it second down and about 8 or so at the 30-yard line, their own 30. They scored on their opening drive, a long drive, 17 plays, covered 63 yards in 7 minutes and change. And it was Peyton Freeman, the quarterback, who took it in from 4 yards out, and Mason Massey with the 2-point conversion run. So now, second down and 7 from the 30. The man in motion from right to left, and Freeman will carry it again, right up the middle to about the 35. So a gain of around 5 or so to bring up third down and short. Rocky De La Torre on the stop for Pioneer. So third down and about 2 or 3 here.
And that last play was the same play that they scored on, kicking the man in motion and faking to him and just running quarterback right up the crease.
That offensive line for Laverne, the center is Colton Pio. The guards are Karsten Boggs and Cooper Long. And around the near side, first down yardage for Beckelman. Flag comes in late as he gets across the 40-yard line, and he may be a little gimpy getting up, as I think he might have twisted his ankle when he went down, and he's limping back to the huddle. He'll try to walk it off. And the face mask will go against Pioneer this time. The personal foul, there's 15 yards the easy way, which will get Laverne back across midfield. The rest of the starting lineup offensively for Laverne, the quarterback Peyton Freeman, the fullback is Mason Massey, the running back is Houston Buckelman. The split end, Logan Freeman, and a couple of ends between Logan and Tate Domi and Gabe Lovell, the 2 ends, and the split end, they rotate in there. And it's first down and 10 now, the ball resting at the 44-yard line in Pioneer territory. Handed off right side, that is Teal. Getting around the right side for about 6 yards, but a flag back where the play got underway, most likely a hold, which will set Laverne back.
Looks like there's 2 flags on the play.
Yeah, one a little further downfield as the officiating crew will discuss. Get us a chance to set the Pioneer D. We talked about that defensive line. The ends are Rafael Torres and Rocky De La Torre. The nose guard Dayton Thrower. The linebackers Robert Newberg and Dakota Wingo. Rowdy Hoy will rotate in there as well. Cornerbacks are Leighton Parker and Caton Humphreys, and the safety is Ty Parker. So the hold will go against Laverne. So first and 10 will turn into first and 20. Oh.
Helmet to helmet. That's what it looked like.
That's what on the offensive player. So helmet to helmet, 15-yard penalty back to the 40-yard line. So now it'll be first down and 25 or so.
I'm guessing that's what this is. I don't know. I haven't seen that. That's a new one for me.
Take a look at the Squirtle scoreboard along the top of your screen. We see that Jones with a big lead in their ball game tonight. Of course, most games are on Friday. We got a few Thursday night games going on. First down and 25 back at the 40. We'll put Teal in motion. Rolling to his left.
Oh, got him.
Is Freeman, and he loses the football, falls back on it. They're going to say an incomplete pass. Okay.
I'm not so sure he didn't have his forward motion stopped either. I mean, a lot of times they protect the quarterback that way, but good job there by Peyton Freeman getting rid of that.
And they'll say incomplete pass, his first incompletion of the night. He's now 3 for 4 for 42 yards. So second down and 25. Laverne has won the last 6 games in this series. It's been a while since Pioneers had some success against the Tigers. Back to throw, this time is Freeman. Now he wants to run to the 45, to the 50. And he takes a pop And the flag comes in from the backside. Are they going to get helmet to helmet again, possibly?
I don't know. It
Both
might have been
guys,
a block in the back, I think.
Both guys went down. Let's see here.
I think it was a block in the back on number 2 from Laverne.
Yep, you're exactly right. So they will mark it off from the 48-yard line. So there's a gain of 8 on the play. Let's see where they're going to see how far they put this one back. And they're discussing that right now. They'll mark it off from the 49, so a gain of 11 on the run. And then 15 yards back to the 36-yard line.
That was the right call. He did block him in the back.
So it should be first down again, first and even further back. They've got to get inside the 35-yard line on the other side, so to move the chains.
I think they marked it too far.
Okay, they'll put it at the 39. So it'd be second down and 26. Back to throw is Freeman. Has a man, ball caught the midfield stripe and picking up some of that. Got about half of it back. Beckelman. Keegan Beaver on the stop. And they'll mark him at the 49, so a gain of 12.
Now, Freeman throws the ball well. He's very confident on all of his throws. He hadn't really thrown a ball ill-advised yet. I mean, he's a good throwing quarterback.
For Beckelman, it's his second catch of the season as you see the sun going down behind the visiting stands across the way. Beautiful sunset. Third down and 15.
Ooh, nice play call.
Set the screen up. Motoring down the field for the first down and more goes Tate Domi, and Domi with a late flag. 3 flags coming at the end of the play.
I think there's going to be a hold right here.
A hold back at the 45-yard line, and then 3 flags. All the laundry is on the field right now. Domi made that catch, his first catch of the season.
We had a horse collar over here. That was very obvious, and it looked like there was either a hold or a block in the back on the – boy, what a great play call. They ran a little delay tight end screen, kind of faked the play they were running earlier in the game and delayed the tight end out in the flats.
Laverne having some very nice success on 3rd and long. That was the 3rd longest they've had so far, but let's see where they mark this off by the time we are all said and done.
I think will be offsetting penalties, or one penalty happen after the play, so I don't know how that works. We need a rules official we can remote into.
Yeah, like Fox and
I know a
CBS
few. We could probably do that.
There's your horse collar, personal foul.
Block in the
There's your
back.
block in the back.
The
so
replay.
they're going.
Replay the down.
Yep. So is that as big a break for Pioneer as I think it might be? It is. They're going to go back to the line of scrimmage and do it again. So basically wave off that play. It's 3rd down and 15 again from the 49-yard line of the Mustangs. Here at Mustang Field, the campus of Pioneer High School, about 5 miles as the crow flies southeast of Enid. Out here on Wood Road. And we've got great internet tonight, and that's a vast improvement from the last few times I've broadcast games out here. 3rd down and 15. Freeman to throw across the middle, has a
Good
man.
ball.
Oh, stripped at the last second. A good defensive play by Leighton Parker to strip him of it. Incomplete, so now it's 4th down and 15.
And another good throw by Freeman. The freshman needs to make that play. Teal, that ball's right there in his hands. And good defensive play there, like you said, by Leighton Parker.
So now it's 4th down and 15.
This is one of those situations, too, teams like Laverne aren't used to punting, so you could have a mishandled snap. You could have you know, all sorts of things go wrong. Neither one of these teams are used to punting the ball. Same thing with the return. Oh, that was a heck of a, well, it went out of bounds, though.
Tate Domi toward the far sideline. And Pioneer will get the stop, and they'll take over. So this drive will start with 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first half. And the line of scrimmage will be the 30-yard line. Big stop for Pioneer after Laverne marched down the field relentlessly and scored in their opening possession.
Well, it is a gorgeous night outside now that sun went down.
Little, you know, it's not 100 anymore, not 95. A little cool front went through this week. First down and 10. Dump it out, getting into Humphrey's hands. Running room to the 45-yard line as he was taken down from behind by Tate Domi. But they get the ball in Caden Humphrey's hands. That's his third reception of the night. Just trying to find any way they can get him out into space. And across the 45-yard line to the 47, that's a gain of 17. So Ty Parker is 3 for 3 passing tonight after coming in 1 for 2 for 19 yards in the season. All 3 receptions actually, I'll take it back, he's got 4 receptions, or 4 completions, as that one was for 17. And a flag flies on that play.
Well, and you don't like to see there either. That time on the run, the hole was inside, and he tried to bounce it outside. Could have got about 3 or 4 yards. I'll wave it off.
No flag.
So no gain on the play. Take a look at the offense for Pioneer. The quarterback, Ty Parker. Running backs, Caden Humphreys and Leighton Parker. The fullback is Rowdy Hoy. The ends are Robert Newberg and Dakota Wingo. Guard, Sean Rich and Cody Moody. The center is Eric Altorre. Second down and 10.
So that'll make it 2nd and 9 at the Pioneer 47-yard line.
Clock stop with 9:59 to play in the first half. Been a good ball game. A couple of physical football teams getting after it tonight in front of a nice crowd at Pioneer. Parker to throw again. Across the middle of the field into traffic, and it's almost intercepted by Logan Freeman. And the pass was intended for Dakota Wingo. It's incomplete. That's Parker's first incompletion of the night.
It's interesting as much as they're throwing the ball because they really honestly have had success running the ball. You know, I mean, they've, you know, getting chunks of 4 and 5, and, you know, that first long run on this drive, I mean, you know, stick with what got you here a lot of times, you know. But I do think that what Coach Overstreet sees is something, you know, that he could scheme against because they have had a lot of open people in pass plays.
3rd down and 9. Parker to throw again. Steps up. Now he's flushed, and he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That is Cooper Long, the defensive end. Be a loss of 3 on the play, back to the 45-yard line. And it will be 4th down and about 11 or 12. Dayton thrower hasn't punted this much. I have him for 1 punt for 19 yards on the season. Take his time and turns it over nicely this time.
This could be returned.
Here comes Teal to the far sideline, and he'll be tackled across the 30-yard line at about the 31. I think they're going to mark him at the 30, which is where Laverne will start this drive. 1st down and 10. 8:57 to play in the first half. Laverne next week will be hosting Balco Forgan. It's a pretty darn good
that could
team.
be a
That's
game right there.
You betcha. And Pioneer takes the week off. They got a bye week next week before they get into district play. There's a flag on the quarterback keeper by Freeman, and he was upended by Parker.
Might be a face mask. There have been a lot of flags in this game.
Yes, they have. The game has moved along pretty nicely. What has slowed it down is the flags.
And it's really just been the second quarter.
It's a hold against Laverne. So mark them back 10 yards. Put them back at the 24.
I believe when Pioneer comes back from their break, they have Garber, right, at Garber?
Yes, they do, yes.
That might be a game that we have to go cover.
Yeah, they will be at Garber. They host Olive, Barnsdall, go to Yale, and host Covington Douglas in Week 10. Of course, they missed a game. They're supposed to play Sealing in Week 1.
Got him.
Pass caught across the middle. Some running room for Logan Freeman, but he's tackled pretty quickly. They get a little bit of that back on 1st and 15. So a gain of about 9. And for Logan Freeman, his 3rd catch of the night. So a couple of teams who have not had to throw it very much this year against their competition they've had. They are being pretty balanced here tonight.
Laverne looks good throwing the ball.
This time it is Freeman around the right side, uses the stiff arm to get to the edge and gets near the stick. He'll say he stepped out of bounds at the 37, picking up 4. So he'll pick up 4. 39 yards rushing on 10 carries for the quarterback Peyton Freeman. So 3rd down and 2 now. Quarterback sneak and the push. Oh, good push, and staying on his feet is Freeman, almost busts free. I'll mark him down inside the 45-yard line of Pioneer at the 43. He picked up 20 on that quarterback sneak.
Boy, he is a feisty guy, too. He runs hard and, you know, like that attitude.
Gain of 26. And on 1st down, not a whole lot that time. And they tried that quarterback keeper again, and Pioneer had it sniffed out, no gain. So 2nd down and a long 9 at the 42.
I can tell you, it feels really good outside right now, Tom.
And too bad we're inside. Once again, there's your quarterback. Take it back. That is that's Felix Teal. That's the
good
freshman.
Run.
And he'll come in there. He's their backup quarterback, but he came in that time to run the football. And boy, you can tell he's explosive and exciting as he'll get down to the 35-yard line, picking up 9.
Yeah, that's one of those old traditional plays at Laverne. You see Laverne run a lot. You see teams like Morrison run a lot out of that same formation.
So 3rd down and 1 now as we tick under 7 minutes to play in the 1st half. Laverne scored in their opening possession of the ball game. That is the only scoring in the contest, 8-0 Tigers. There's your quarterback sneak again. Right up the middle goes Peyton Freeman. Boy, they let him run, get the hard yards right up the middle.
Now that physicality is starting to wear on Pioneer. Look at the Pioneer players, you know.
That's 8 yards for Freeman. He's carried the ball 13 times already. And this drive once again turning into another long one. Hand off around the left side. Buckelman gets the carry, tried to turn it up and will gain about a yard or 2.
It's a great job there by Leighton Parker.
The ball resting now at the 25.
Yeah, Leighton Parker there took on a lead block and set the edge and jumped out and made the tackle. Heck of a play.
2nd down and 8 from the 25-yard line. Pioneer in the road white tops and purple pants and purple helmets. There's the quarterback sneak right. They're just going to keep running that until Pioneer can stop it. Down to the 20-yard line, picking up 5.
Quarterback keep for once again all the way down to the 20-yard line. They're going to call it 3rd and 3 at their own 20.
Not too bad whenever you can run quarterback sneak for 10 or 15
Exactly
yards
right.
a pop.
3rd down and 3.
There it is again.
Didn't get a very good push that time, but it will be 4th down and about 1. As they will mark the ball. The line of scrimmage was the 20, and they'll put it at the 18.
Actually, they just put it inside the 20.
Yeah, about the 18.
Yeah.
Going to be short, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 2 inside the Mustang 18.
Here comes the 11th play of the drive. It's 4th down and 2. Beckelman right side, 1st down and
touchdown.
spinning into the end zone. Touchdown. What a nice spin move by Houston Beckelman. No flags, and it's 14-0.
That's a good job there. They just ran that same lead play out of that traditional formation that Laverne runs a lot. When you got everybody up there on the line of scrimmage, you better make a tackle, because if you don't, he gets by one guy, he's gone.
So they'll go for 2, exactly 5 minutes to play in the first half. Hand off to Beckelman on the jet sweep, and he will be stopped shy of the goal line. He won't get it. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Laverne 14, Pioneer nothing. You're watching the High Plains Insurance Game of the Week on Squirtle TV.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry. Our team is here to care for all your vision needs. We handle everything from adult and children's eye exams to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580. The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
Laverne scores an 11-play drive, 3 minutes and 57 seconds off the clock. It covered 70 yards, and Houston Beckelman with the 18-yard run. 2-point conversion, no good. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Laverne leads 14-0 here at Mustang Field at Pioneer High School in Garfield County. We are so glad to have you wherever you may be watching tonight. This is the first of 2 Squirtle Game of the Weeks. Tomorrow night, Adam and Todd Miller will be at Choctaw for a great 6A matchup, actually 5 and 6A matchup. 6A2 versus 6A, is 2 6A2 schools?
2 6A2 schools,
You're right.
yes.
Booker T. Washington and Choctaw should be a good one. 7 o'clock tomorrow night on Squirtle. Picked up off the bounce on the return. They get it in the hands of Caden Humphreys, and that's what Pioneer needs to do. Out across the 35-yard line to the 36 or so. And that is where Pioneer will take over, 1st down and 10. Where they will mark that. Yep, 36.
It'll be interesting here on this drive. This is a crucial drive here for Pioneer. And, you know, like we talked about earlier on, Tom, they've really moved the ball fairly well. It'll be interesting to see what Gus does. I know it looks like Gus really liked what he saw as far as some passing stuff, and they've had those plays, but really they've ran the ball really well early on here.
Ty Parker 4 of 5 passing for 25 yards so far in this one. And around the right side, they basically get the ball in the hands of Caden Humphreys, try to make something happen with it in the Wildcat. And he'll pick up a yard or so to the 37.
You know, that's a situation too there. If you're Humphreys, you know, you want to be patient, but you got to find the seam in the lane to cut up to, because you're not going to get all the way to the edge on that play.
2nd down and 9. They'll direct snap it to Humphreys again. This time to the left.
Nice little counter action.
But they stopped him, and dragging him back was Gabe Lovell. It's kind of forward progress. They'll give him like a yard or two forward progress before he was pushed back to the 37-yard line. Actually, we'll give him 1. As we roll down to 4 minutes to play in the first half, Laverne 14, Pioneer nothing. Laverne, the number 2 ranked team in the state. In the Associated Press poll, Pioneer not ranked.
But they only rank 5, right, in small school?
Well, they rank 5. Then they have the receiving votes, but Pioneer wasn't. I think there were 2 other teams that were receiving votes. We've got a timeout. We'll take a break. 3:56 to play in the first half. Laverne 14, Pioneer nothing. And you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Eubank Haney Law Firm is proud to be a fan of high school sports. Andrew Eubank and Caleb Haney believe that clients deserve better. At the end of the day, that's how they measure true success. Their experience, confidence, and integrity ensures that your case will be handled in a reasonable, efficient manner, regardless of the legal situation you are facing. Get out of line and come to Eubank Haney Law Firm in Enid, Fairview, and Laverne. Call 580-234-4334 when winning is everything.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
3rd down and 7 for Pioneer at their own 38-yard line. Trailing 14-0. Across the middle, a man is open. It's over the head of Caden Humphreys. Overshot him. So the pass incomplete brings up 4th down and 7.
And he had Humphreys there. It was a tight window that he would have had to have gotten into, and the ball just kind of sailed on Parker there, but.
So 4th and 7, a thrower is going to step back and punt it away. Dayton thrower, 2nd punt of the night. Pretty good punt, his first time with the breeze.
Oh, goodness.
This one bounces out there, but no rush, and thrower has all kinds of time, and he'll pound this one.
Good punt.
He'll take a nice bounce. This will be a great result for Pioneer, and it will be down at about the 6. As I believe it was, I think it was Casey O'Donnell who got his feet tangled up around the ball and touched it. It might have rolled down inside the 5. But
he tried to do an acrobatical, like, jump move over the top of it. Almost looked like a gymnast move.
So the line of scrimmage will be the 7-yard line.
Well, this is huge here for Pioneer. I mean, obviously, you need to get a stop here before the half because you're going to get the ball coming out halftime, and Laverne obviously has plenty of time to move the ball down the field and score.
1st down and 10. It gets Bockelman off the right side. Not a whole lot there.
Now, I believe is the Bockelman kid the one that actually moved to Cherokee last year and played basketball for Cherokee? And then moved back to Laverne.
To Laverne.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure.
I had forgotten about that, but I think you are right. Gain of 2 on the carry this time. Remember, they were talking about that when we were up there when Laverne and Cherokee played at the beginning of the season last year.
I think I remember Coach Turney telling me that at one point in time. So
2-yard gain at 2nd down and 8 from the 9. Under 3 to play in the first half.
Nice block, man.
Well, that time it's the quarterback wrapped up, taken down at about the line of scrimmage.
And this is the down that's been the arch nemesis to Pioneer. They have not been able to get off the field. They've put Laverne in 3rd and long many times, and Laverne goes to Logan Freeman every time, it seems like. So I'd be circling that guy.
Boy, if Pioneer could get the stop right here, they'd get the ball back in some good field position with 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Threw back across his body. Did he make that catch? No, it's incomplete. That was blocked out by the Pioneer players here on the sideline, but it was intended for Tate Domi. So now it's 4th down and 7, and now they will have to punt, you would assume. And standing in his end zone is Tate Domi, the punter. Pioneer should get good field position here. Leighton Parker will stand at his 42.
Ooh.
And it's nearly blocked, but it's going to be a bad punt angling to the near sideline. They get him.
Yeah, they're going to call personal foul. They're going to call running into the kicker. I don't know how that works in high school.
We'll let them make this call.
I don't know, that would be a bone.
That could be huge.
Bonehead mistake by Pioneer if that's what it is. I mean, especially that far back in their territory. So
it's running in to the kicker. So it's just 5, which would make it 4th down at about 2. So it should still be 4th down, but
looks like they're still going to punt it.
Yeah, Coach Woods might think about it for a second, but boy, that ball is deep in their own territory. So Pioneer may have dodged the bullet of the personal foul, which would have been the 1st down. 4th down and 2.
Probably not going punt block here if you're Pioneer. You probably just want to go safe, especially where
they're going for it.
Oh, goodness.
They're going for it. Quarterback right up the middle. Oh, and I think they just gave it to the 5 yards. They went with the hard count, and Newberg jumped in there.
Boy, and if that's a situation there too. You know, if you're the coaches on the sideline, you're hollering hard count. But man, 2 just big penalties by Pioneer there.
Yeah, that right there is a team like Laverne.
Cannot give them extra opportunities.
Good coaching. I guarantee you they work on that stuff in practice. 1st down and 10.
Quarterback, good run. He could be gone.
He had a great fake. I thought for a moment that Mason Massey had the football, but then he pulled it back in and takes it across the 40-yard line to the 41, gaining 21 yards.
Yeah, Leighton Parker with the touchdown-saving tackle there.
So 1st down and 10, exactly 2 minutes to play in the first half. Freeman will hand off this time, and there's Massey. Massey might have reached for his helmet like he thought his face mask might have gotten grabbed, but no flag. A pickup of 3 to the 44. With 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. Laverne has all 3 of their timeouts left. They got plenty of time. Watch it to Logan Freeman here on the near side. They're going to set the screen pass up there. Those Massey near sideline across the 45-yard line to the 47.
One very smart there by Massey. He didn't get out of bounds. The clock is still running.
Yeah, 3-yard completion.
He's going to be out of bounds at about the 47, bringing up a 3rd and 4 from their own 47.
It almost looks as if though Laverne's happy with the score right here. I mean, I guess they're because they have a couple timeouts, don't they?
Got 3.
Man. Strange.
3rd down and 4. Quarterback sneak up the middle, get the push, 1st down. Now I bet they're going to, stop the clock here to move the chains. They may pick up the pace a little bit here. And I think they just burned a timeout. So down to the 47-yard line. So a gain on the play of 6 and a timeout on the field. 45 ticks to play in the first half. We'll take a break. Pioneer trailing Laverne 14-0. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. Well, the Squirtle Game of the Week crew at Pioneer High School on a Thursday night tomorrow. I won't be there, but the Squirtle crew will be at Choctaw down in the city, metro area, east side of the metro area, as Choctaw will take on Booker T. Washington out of Tulsa. Todd Miller and Adam Dieselhorst will have the call on that one. I am actually going over to Jinx tomorrow night, Enid High and Jinx. I'll be watching my daughter cheer.
Nice.
Which gives me brownie points with the wife as well.
We covered all on Squirtle.
Yes, we do.
8-man football all the way up to 6A.
There you go. First down and 10 now. From the 47-yard line. Threw it behind the intended receiver, Logan Freeman, and it was almost picked off on the deflection. He threw it behind Freeman.
You know, Logan likes to reach back with one hand. If he would have reached back with two, he may have caught that. It's a negative about these kids watching all these players in college and the NFL nowadays.
So second down and 10 with the clock stopped and 42 seconds to play.
Good play.
Off to Massey, right side. Stiff arm and steps out of bounds. Will stop the clock again inside the 30-yard line. Now right at the 30, I think. I give him the 32. They'll say he stepped out at the 32-yard line, so he picks up 15. His best run of the night for Mason Massey. Back to throw this time.
It looked like a hold.
Left side, get it into the hands of Tate Domi. And Domi down. Domi gets it down to the 25-yard line, and a timeout called. Gain of 7. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends.
Second down and 3. Rolling to his right, being chased is Freeman. Throws it incomplete. That'll stop the clock. It'll be third down and about 3. If you're just joining us, it is 14-0 Laverne. 21 seconds to play in the first half. This is a big sequence for Pioneer. Back on their heels a little bit. This drive started for Laverne back on their own 7-yard line. Able to move the change, helped by some Pioneer penalties. Third down and 4 now, 3rd and 3. Right side, Massey trying to find some running room. He will get the first down. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains. And Laverne has one timeout left. And they will burn that. So it will be a first down inside the 20-yard line at the 17, so a gain of 8. Let's take a break. We'll come right back. Laverne first down and 10. Final 15 seconds of the first half. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Gus Overstreet, the head coach for Pioneer, when he goes in and talks to his kids at halftime, he's going to talk about the opportunities they had to get Laverne off the field offensively and the penalties and such. So now first down and 10 for Laverne. The 17-yard line to the end zone. The ball is overshooting his intended receiver, Logan Freeman, incomplete. Clock stops with 9 seconds to go. So at secondary for Pioneer right now, they've got to have their backs against the wall. And that would be the corners, Leighton Parker and Caden Humphrey. The safety is Ty Parker. Because,
well, really, Freeman had a Logan there across the middle, but he just kind of overshot him.
Second down and 10 from the 17.
Watch for that tight end delay they ran. Oh, God, the tight end's open.
Across the middle again, and it's intercepted.
No, he dropped
he dropped it down, but that's about as big a play as he closed well and knocked it away as Leighton, Caden Humphreys have made that play.
Yeah, that was a good play there by Humphreys.
So now, most likely the final play of the first half from the 17-yard line. There's 4 seconds to play. This would be big for Pioneer. They can get out of here and get to the locker room, just trailing 14-0.
Watch them run Felix Teal up the sideline here on a route.
Freeman across the middle off his back foot. It's incomplete, and we'll get to halftime. And Laverne will take a 2-touchdown lead into the locker room. The Tigers lead the Mustangs from Pioneer by a score of 14-0. And quickly, Adam, your take on this first half so far?
I think ultimately, Laverne has had a lot more success and has not made mistakes, has not hurt themselves, or had those long, sustainable drives, except for that first drive to kind of set the tone. But, if you're a Pioneer, you got to be happy about the fact that really ultimately, you're a few mistakes here and there away from getting on the board, and they're going to get the ball coming out of the second half, and it's going to be crucial for them to go down and score to have confidence in the second half.
That was a 15-play drive for Laverne to end the first half, and they come up empty. And Pioneer, as you said, will get the football to start the third quarter. Halftime from Mustang Field at Pioneer High School in Garfield County. The Tigers from Laverne lead the Mustangs from Pioneer 14-0. And you are watching the Squirtle TV Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry. Our team is here to care for all your vision needs. We handle everything from adult and children's eye exams to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580. The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
Eubank Haney Law Firm is proud to be a fan of high school sports. Andrew Eubank and Caleb Haney believe that clients deserve better. At the end of the day, that's how they measure true success. Their experience, confidence, and integrity ensures that your case will be handled in a reasonable, efficient manner, regardless of the legal situation you are facing. Get out of line and come to Eubank Haney Law Firm in Enid, Fairview, and Laverne. Call 580-234-4334 when winning is everything.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellamy & Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank?
The Squirtle game of the week is at halftime. Laverne leads Pioneer 14-0 in Class B. 8-man action tonight from Garfield County. Let's go back and recap the first half. And Laverne took the opening kickoff and marched down the field, 17 plays and covered 63 yards. They took 7 minutes and 11 seconds to score, and it was a 4-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Peyton Freeman. And the extra point run is good by Mason Massey with 4:49 to play in the first quarter. Laverne led 8-0. The teams exchanged possessions. Actually, Pioneer went for it on fourth down, came up empty. Laverne goes for it on fourth down, gives it back to Pioneer. Pioneer punts and sets up Laverne at their own 30-yard line with 8:57 to play in the second quarter, and Laverne goes 11 plays, 70 yards in 3 minutes and 57 seconds. It was Houston Bockelman with the 18-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion was no good. That happened with 5 minutes to play in the first half, and the score is 14-0. And that is how we stand here at halftime. Laverne had the football to end the first half. They started a drive on their own 7-yard line, got down inside the 20-yard line for Pioneer, but the clock ran out on them. So Pioneer will get the football to start the third quarter, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Look at the numbers in this one. First of all, for Pioneer, on the ground, 10 rushing plays for 27 yards. And it was Caden Humphreys, 5 carries, 27 yards rushing. Leighton Parker, 1 for 2. And Ty Parker, 4 carries for -2. Through the air, Ty Parker is 4 of 6 passing for 25 yards. So you can tell that Laverne had a stranglehold on the football in that first half. For Pioneer, just 16 offensive plays for 52 yards in the first half. For Laverne, they ran 32 rushing plays for 172 yards on the ground. And it's Peyton Freeman, the quarterback, 18 carries for 103 yards. Houston Bockelman, 8 carries for 32 yards. Mason Massey, 5 carries for 28 yards. Felix Teal with 1 carry for 9. 32 carries, 172 on the ground. And through the air, Peyton Freeman, 7 of 15 passing for 73 yards. They ran 47 plays in the first half for 245 total yards. Logan Freeman caught 3 balls in the first half for 38 yards. He was the leading receiver in the contest. Laverne leads 14-0. We'll take a break and come back. Second half is coming up in just a few minutes. We'll have some scores off the Squirtle scoreboard when we come back as well. You're watching the Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance, and it's on Squirtle TV.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry. Our team is here to care for all your vision needs. We handle everything from adult and children's eye exams to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580. The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
Before we get to the second half, let's take a look at the Squirtle scoreboard. There is a limited number of games tonight, but we can tell you that Midwest City is on the road at Lawton tonight, leading 21-6. The half, Putnam City North, no trouble on the road at U.S. Grant, 48-3. That ball game, about 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Jones on top of Star Spencer, 35-0 with 2 to play in the first half. And Broken Arrow leads Westmore down at Westmore tonight, 16-0, that ball game in the second quarter. Minco over Carnegie, 27-0 in the second quarter. Mountain View Gotebo, this is a final, I guess, from, well, it says 9:20 earlier this week. Mountain View Gotebo beating Waurika 70-38. So
that was last week's game.
Yeah, it must have, yep, you're right. That's still in this week's schedule, but, you know, whatever. Mountain View Gotebo, number 1 in the state. They're not bad, but, and Laverne, of course, and Mountain View Gotebo could be on a collision course later on this fall as we get down into the playoffs. And tomorrow night we'll have a game of the week from Choctaw down in the city area as Choctaw will take on Booker T. Washington. Todd Miller and our own Adam Dieselhorst will have the call on that one. 7 o'clock kickoff tomorrow. That pregame show will get underway a few minutes before kickoff. Now the PC North score is now 55-3 as that game has been updated. And here, Laverne, a couple of drives, one early in the first half, the opening drive of the ball game, and then they score again later in the second quarter, lead 14-0. And Pioneer, they've really not been able to get untracked. Caden Humphreys, 5 carries, 27 yards. On the ground, Ty Parker's had to throw it a little more than he's been used to this season, 4 of 6 passing for 25 yards. But they did not help themselves at all. Some penalties that continued drives for Laverne in that first half.
Yeah, I really kind of thought, Tom, the possession before halftime where Pioneers got them, pinned back, and just 2 kind of bonehead penalties back to back. And, you never know. Obviously, when they roughed the punter, he had a miserable punt. And they had the ball about the 30-yard line with 3.5 minutes to go. That's just kind of how it's been on all their drives and all their possessions. And against good teams like this, you can't do that. Those mistakes get magnified.
We talked about the halftime stats. I don't have time of possession, but I keep track of all the plays. And Laverne had a couple of long drives. They scored on that first drive of the ball game, had a long drive to run the clock out in the second quarter. But, man, they had 47 offensive plays in that first half. Pioneer had 16. So Pioneer will get the football. They're only down by 2 touchdowns. They could get this, get some points in this opening drive, crawl right back into this ball game. They played last year in the state semifinals, and it was a win for Laverne, 38-12 that night. As I told you in the first half, that Laverne has won the last 6 in a row in the series, and this kick will go out of bounds, so Pioneer will get some pretty decent starting field position to start their opening drive of the third quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Squirtle crew tonight. Bryce Miller, Sam, and Seth Brown on the cameras. Bryce, our producer engineer, pushing the buttons and making us look good. So they will mark the football at the 35-yard line. That is where Pioneer will start this drive, first down and 10. Ty Parker up under center. Fullback to his right, and Parker fumbles the football. And I think he fell on it, but that is not how you want to start the second quarter. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
And that's obviously, not how you want to start coming out of the second half,
Now you're off schedule.
Big drive here for Pioneer.
Handoff up the middle, and Humphreys, once again, he's really not been able to shake free. He is still on his feet. They'll say he got a knee down at about the 40, about the 39, so he'll pick up 4. Boy, he is having to work for everything he gets tonight. That's his 6th carry of the ball game for 31 yards rushing, and now it's 3rd down and 5. And boy, if you're a Mustang fan, you do not want to go 3 and out to start the third quarter.
Ooh, nice play fake.
Boot around the right side, and it's going to be just shy of the first down on the Ty Parker's run. And so now it'll be 4th and 1.
I think you go for it.
I think you do too. Just shy of midfield at the 44-yard line. You've got to make something happen. So a gain of 5. And if they go for it, which it looks like they will, this is a big, big, big play in this ball game. 4th and 1 from the 44-yard line. They've got to get past the 45 to move the chains.
I'm going hard count, and if not, I'm giving the ball to Caden Humphreys.
That tight eye formation, quarterback sneak, push by the fullback, and he'll get the first down. Boy, Rowdy Hoy just shoved him into the hole.
Whatever it takes, right?
Exactly right. They get across the 45-yard line, move the chains, first down. They got just a little more than they needed. So first down and 10, 45.5-yard line, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Laverne leads 14-0. Pitch left side.
Got some room there.
The edge is Leighton. Parker, he turns the corner and gets a first down inside the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at about the 41. And Pioneer motoring in Laverne territory now. We're going to move it back to the 43.
And if you recall, their first drive is, other than converting on 4th down, this looks a lot like that first drive. They had a good toss play for some good yardage, some power leads. I mean, this is what Pioneer does.
Second longest rush of the night, 12-yard gain. Pitch to the near side, to the edge is Parker. He'll get some more good yardage here before he's pushed out of bounds by Gabe Lovell. And that'll be another first down, as they'll say he was pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line, picking up 11. And a little bit of momentum on the home side now. Back-to-back carries by Parker around left end and around right end.
And this is obviously what you like to see if you're Pioneer.
Pitch left again, running behind the fullback, left side, Parker. Only about 3 this time. Down to the 29, he was tackled by Mason Massey. We'll give him 2, bring up 2nd down and 8.
Really good pursuit there by Massey that time. Last 2 times, both the linebackers had got caught in the wash on that toss play, and it was a good job there by Massey. Need to give a shout out to Coach Mendenhall, Jay Mendenhall, watching this game. I'm sure many coaches are watching this game tonight.
Not a whole lot of action going on across the state.
I know Brian Smith from Covington said he was going to come and watch in person. So
to throw, Parker has a man open. Oh, off the fingertips. Tried to lead him a little too much. That's Robert Newberg, his big tight end. He's angling toward the sideline. So now 3rd down and 8. Clock stop with 9:04 to play in the 3rd quarter. If you're just joining us, Laverne scored in a 4-yard run by Peyton Freeman in the opening drive of the ball game. Then Houston Bockelman, an 18-yard touchdown run with 5 minutes to play in the first half. That is the extent of your scoring. 3rd down and 8. Setting it up to Caden Humphreys out here, and the play blown up. He made the catch, but staying home was Peyton Freeman, who laid him out for a loss. Also, Cooper Long on the stop, but it was Peyton Freeman who led the way. They'll lose yardage on the play back to the 34-yard line, a loss of 4 on the completion. So now 4th down and 12.
And watch for Humphreys over the middle.
And get out the Hoy left side, he's open. He won't get the first down, though, as he was tackled by Mason Massey. Had to get 12. He picked up, about 7 or so, which Laverne had that cushion. And Laverne will take over at the 25-yard line. So a gain of 9 on the hookup, but not enough. They had to get about 12.
Well, in that time, too, it almost looked like they made a mistake and didn't get out and cover, but Massey pursued quick and made a good tackle out there in the flats.
So the drive will start with 8:19 to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 for Laverne at the 25. Handoff up the middle.
Handoff in the backfield. Looks like Robert Newberg in there.
Newberg makes the stop, the carry on Houston Bockelman. So the ball out of the 29-yard line brings up 2nd down and 4. Houston Bockelman tonight, 9 carries, 41 yards. 2nd down and 6. And they'll give it to him again, and he'll be tripped up. He'll fall forward for about a yard or so. Rowdy Hoy, the linebacker, came up and knocked him down. He picks up a couple. Maybe 3rd down and 5. Who moved that time? I think Laverne moved because everybody came for the Mustangs. So 3rd down and 5 will turn into 3rd down and 10.
I feel like this is where Laverne is more comfortable, 3rd and long.
Yeah.
They like 3rd and long, right, Tom?
They have been converting tonight. There is no doubt about that. So 3rd down and 11, back at the 26. Freeman fumbled the snap, then he picked it up. Now he wants to throw. Near side has a man. It's picked. Going back the other way to the house. Nope, he's going to be out of bounds at the 5-yard line. But it was Ty Parker, and then Ty Parker just went down.
Got a cramp in
I
his
think he
calf.
did. Yep, got a cramp. But a big pick for Ty Parker. And Pioneer will have it 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line. The first mistake that Laverne has made tonight.
You know, and obviously Parker was cramping up because it looked like he took off and was sprinting towards the end zone, then kind of just started hobbling as he tried to make a cut. He might have scored if he wouldn't have got that cramp.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line, and Pioneer has it laying on a silver platter for him right now. 6:52 to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing 14-0. You get a good look at right there as they try to work that cramp out. Ty Parker is, you don't want him over on that sideline. He's your quarterback. Plays in your secondary. Got a big pick right there, your safety.
Although we have seen them put Humphreys back there at quarterback out of the gun and you know, run some lead stuff with him, which actually, you know, at this spot on the field might not be a bad idea for a 1st down play because you know more than likely he's going to get a push and get some yardage.
You see Gus Overstreet right there as he is talking to his kids, trying to get them fired up. This is a must convert drive right here for Pioneer.
You have to, when teams like Laverne give you any kind of open door, any kind of opportunity, you have to take advantage of that opportunity.
So 1st and goal from the 6 after Ty Parker's interception. Caden Humphreys will take the direct snap. And around the left side to the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs is for Caden Humphreys, his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. And Pioneer is on the scoreboard, trailing 14-6 with 6:47 to play in the 3rd. Humphreys from 6 yards out.
Wow, big answer there for Pioneer. And they went with the formation Gus did with Humphreys in the backfield. And I like this time they kind of ran a stretch play with him and didn't run the power. I think Laverne was expecting power. And if you noticed, Pioneer's been getting the edge on edge plays. I could see them doing the same thing towards us this time.
For 2.
Yep, same
Humphreys
play.
around the right side, cuts it up and gets in for 2. 6:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. We got a ball game. Laverne 14, Pioneer 8. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Eubank Haney Law Firm is proud to be a fan of high school sports. Andrew Eubank and Caleb Haney believe that clients deserve better. At the end of the day, that's how they measure true success. Their experience, confidence, and integrity ensures that your case will be handled in a reasonable, efficient manner, regardless of the legal situation you are facing. Get out of line and come to Eubank Haney Law Firm in Enid, Fairview, and Laverne. Call 580-234-4334 when winning is everything.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Mustangs score after the interception. One play, 6 yards. It took 5 seconds. As Caden Humphreys scores from 6 yards out. 2-point conversion run by Humphreys. It's 14-8 now. Here is Bockelman on the return as he hits overdrive and runs into a pile, but he's still on his feet out across the 30-yard line to the 33. Nice return.
Yeah, Pioneer did a good job there of all their return men staying in their lane because, I mean, that could have been catastrophic when he cut back, and about 3 or 4 Pioneer defenders there to make the tackle.
So 6.5 to play. 3rd quarter, it's a one-possession game. And it's first down and 10 from the 34-yard line for the Tigers. Tanner Woods. And we talk about his coaching staff with Tim Allen, who was the head coach a few years ago when Tanner was the quarterback, and Jacob Odie, one of his assistant coaches, was on that team. They won a couple of state championships, and they were sophomores and juniors. Got beat in the state championship game by Alec their senior year. Crazy game, 68-64. And on first down, a gain of 4, the carry by Bockelman. Bring up second down and 6.
You know, one thing, if you notice, I don't know if you saw this or not, Tom, but it looks like 62, De La Torre came out in the second half without pads. It looks like he's got a shoulder injury he's dealing with.
He had a big first half, especially big first quarter early in this ball game. Halfway through the third quarter, 6 to play. Bockelman's in motion. It's Freeman with the carry.
Good job.
Tries to bounce it outside, and he's spun down behind the line of scrimmage by Robert Newberg.
Yeah, they've been running that play for a lot of success, Pioneer, or Laverne has, and this time Laverne bottled it up. Big stop here. This would be a huge stop.
Loss of a yard. So now third down and 8. This is a big play for Pioneer, as Laverne has been converting third and longs all night.
Obviously look for 11. Obviously Freeman likes to throw it to Freeman. Now they go empty.
Across the middle, ball is caught. There you go, Freeman to Freeman. And across midfield down to the 47-yard line as Peyton hits Logan. Gain on the play of 16.
I mean, it's almost like it's too easy for them. I mean, it's almost like they're comfortable in third and long.
And Logan had to make a good catch. It was thrown a little bit behind him. And it really needed to be thrown a little bit behind him for him to kind of go back and get that catch, because he was covered pretty well.
Yeah, he had a defender in front of him. It was actually probably thrown right where it needed to be.
Exactly right.
This time Freeman didn't try to catch it with one hand.
First and 10 from the 47-yard line as Laverne is in Pioneer territory. Handed off to Mason Massey.
Good run.
Stays on his feet, picks up about 5. Inside the 45-yard line down to the 43. He's stopped by Seth Lopez. Seth Lopez, a senior, not a starter, but comes in and has played well for them.
You know, one thing we haven't seen tonight, we heard a lot about the Teal kid, which you could tell he's an explosive athlete, but you can tell still a freshman. You know, had that false start early, and they're not going to him as much as they have in some of the other games.
Second down and 7 now. Around the near side comes Peyton Freeman. Tried to turn it up, but he's tackled, and there is Seth Lopez again, back-to-back plays.
And Robert Newberg has had a heck of a game. I'm telling you, he's been setting the edge on this side of the field. He's been doing a heck of a job.
So once again, here's third down and 6.
I'm going to guess they're in 2-down territory right here. You're going to run. They're going to call 2 plays here, or they're going to throw it to Freeman. Got him.
Freeman across the middle. Yeah, Logan's wide open, makes the catch. He's a huge target at 6'3". He's rangy. Gets it down inside the 30-yard line to the 27, and a gain of 16 more.
You know, it's just a situation where they're just running a simple in route, and I don't know if it's something they see off the coverage, but it's been difficult for Pioneer to stop the whole game.
72 yards receiving on 5 catches for Logan Freeman. First down and 10, 27-yard line, under 3 to play in the third quarter.
A quarterback sweep here.
There you go. He turns it up. He has running room. Freeman
Touchdown.
bounces it outside now to the end zone. Touchdown. A huge answer for the Tigers.
And they just had them beat by alignment, too. They ran a little twins play right there, and Pioneer did not have the right numbers on that side of the field.
So Freeman from 27 yards out. And there's the answer to Pioneer's touchdown. For Peyton Freeman, it's his 4th rushing touchdown of the season, his 2nd tonight. He'll go for 2. Bockelman on the jetting from left to right into the end zone for 2. So now 22-8, Laverne with the lead, 2:42 to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. Laverne scores on a 7-play, 66-yard drive in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Peyton Freeman, the quarterback, from 27 yards out. And the 2-point conversion run by Houston Bockelman. 2:42 to play, 3rd quarter. 22-8, Laverne now leads Pioneer. A huge answer for the Tigers after the Mustangs went down and scored to cut it to a 1-possession ball game, right back to a 2-possession lead at 22-8.
Obviously, if you're Pioneer, again, we know obviously the objective here, but they really need to score on every possession they have. The possessions are going to be limited. Man, what a kick.
Here comes Caden Humphreys on the return.
Ooh, he's got a lane. That's a block in the back.
They do throw the flag as he's out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Caden Humphreys on the return, takes the ball out to the 35-yard line.
Good eye on that, but it was pretty easy to spot from up here. Got to say hello to a Pond Creek Hunter Panther fan who's watching tonight, Randy Shapansky.
Oh, I remember him.
He's not in the press box on a Thursday night. He's at home, kicked back, watching us on the big screen, he says, watching us on TV. Squirtle TV.
Yeah, wish we could get Pond Creek on Squirtle. Man, that's been a tough one for me. You think it'd be easy, right?
Is that your that's your big white whale trying to get Pond Creek Hunter?
I just can't get them. They're like one of the only schools in the area.
I know exactly how you feel. So the penalty will take it back to the 16-yard line, and Pioneer will start 1st down and 10.
They got a big game tomorrow night. Pond Creek at Garber.
That is a big one.
It'll be on the pay dirt.
Yep. 1st down and 10. Yeah, don't forget pay dirt. We'll talk about that. Humphreys tries to get to the edge and is strung out. Nothing doing. Man, that's Parker, not Humphreys that time.
Yeah. And that was that play, last possession, that, you know, they ran those 3 times for quite a bit of success. And
be 2nd down and 10, almost 11. Matter of fact, it is 11, back to the 15-yard line, -1 on the carry. Well, Pioneer needs to answer. They get it back to 1 possession. We've got a ball game going into the 4th quarter. And this time they will always tripped up again. As Humphreys tripped up. He's going to lose a yard or so. Actually, I'm going to give him a loss of 2 on the carry. So 3rd down and 11. Final 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Ty Parker to throw across the middle. It's caught by Hoy. Hoy gets the 1st down.
I like that play call there.
Out of the 28, he'll pick up 13.
If you've noticed one thing, the middle of the field in 8-man football is very open if you can get time to throw it. It's just really difficult for those linebackers to get back into their zone.
Yeah, Hoy lined up at the fullback, just found a little bit of a seam, found a spot. They got him the football. Fourth play of the drive, first down and 10, a minute and a half to play, third quarter. Pioneer has got to score on this drive to really feel like they've got a part in this ball game.
Ooh.
Burrow right up the middle.
I'm not sure why he cut back. He had a hole coming out this way, but
so Humphreys had to work tonight for every yard he's gotten, and they'll give him 2 to the 30. It's his 9th carry now for 37 yards. His first 11 carries of his season, he'd rushed for 326, averaging 29.6 yards a carry. Second down and 8. Give it to him again. He's trying to pick his way. Now he busts free and has running room across midfield. Tries to cut it inside. He'll be taken down at the 31-yard line, and it's there's Logan Freeman. That's the big play Pioneer needed. Freeman on the tackle from the 30-yard line across midfield to the 32. So a gain of 38. He finally breaks free, gains 38 on that one after gaining 37 on his previous 9 carries. Final half a minute of the third quarter.
Well, this game has gone by fast.
Yes, it has.
A lot of running the ball. It's that old school football. I love it. Northwest Oklahoma 8-man football.
Parker has plenty of time.
Got him.
Ball caught. Newberg at the 20, tried to make a move, tried to juke himself around Raphael, take it back, Gabe Lovell. And he'll get inside the 20-yard line to the 18, picking up 14. So 4 straight completions now for Ty Parker. That is the end of the third quarter. So Pioneer is threatening, trailing 22-8 as we go to the final 12 minutes. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle TV, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
7th play of the drive coming up for Pioneer to start the fourth quarter. Laverne 22, the Mustangs 8, but that last big play as Caden Humphreys finally able to break free and pick up 38 yards. And then a 14-yard hookup from Parker to Robert Newberg, and that's where we are right now. First down and 10 for Pioneer at the 19-yard line of Laverne as we start the fourth quarter. Fumbled snap as Humphreys had to pick it up, and he was tackled immediately for a loss of 4 back to the 24-yard line. Actually, that's a loss of 6 back to the 25. And that's tough right there to get off schedule.
Yeah, well, it's obviously very apparent, but you just cannot have plays like that where you're, trying to cut into this deficit.
So second down and 15. It's 4-down territory, so you don't have to get it all right here. They'll snap it to Humphreys again, and he darn near fumbled it again as he'll get down to the 21, gaining 4. To bring up third down and about 12. So glad to have you watching wherever you may be tonight on Squirtle.com, Squirtle.tv. Tomorrow night we've got Squirtle Pay Dirt, which I'll be keeping track of when I'm over at Jinx watching Enid High. I'll have it on my phone following along, and then the scoreboard show tomorrow night until midnight.
We have a news segment that will be starting next week.
Yeah.
We're excited about.
That'll be fun. 3rd down and 12.
Ooh, he's got it.
To Humphreys again. He turns it up, jukes out a guy, heads for the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneer. Caden Humphreys from 21 yards out. And there's an answer for Pioneer to get it back to 22-14.
That's about the 4th or 5th time they've run that kind of stretch out of that direct snap to Humphreys, and every time they've had success with it. They scored the touchdown possession before. They scored the 2-point conversion with it, and this time they score from, what'd you say, about 20 yards out?
21 that time.
Big answer by Pioneer.
He'll go for 2. Still plenty of time left, 10:35 in the contest. So we are giving you something to watch. Actually, these two teams are giving you something to watch tonight on a special Thursday night edition. Snap it to Humphreys. To his left. He wants to throw this time.
Oh.
It's intercepted. So the 2-point conversion, the pass, no good. 10:35 to play in the contest. Laverne 22, Pioneer 14. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the High Plains Insurance Game of the Week on Squirtle TV.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorse with you at Mustang Field at Pioneer High School in Garfield County, about 5 miles or so southeast of Enid. And a 21-yard run by Caden Humphreys makes it 22-14. 10:35 to play in the ball game. That caps a 9-play, 84-yard drive. Pioneer scored in 3 minutes and 58 seconds, and it was Caden Humphreys with the big plays on that drive. And with 10.5 to play, we got a ball game. Exactly what we thought we might have when these two teams hook up. Now they're going to blow the kick dead, and they're probably going to move Laverne back 5 yards.
Was there a flag, or?
Maybe they just weren't prepared, weren't ready. I don't know.
I don't think they got the whistle to kick it.
So they'll go back and do it again. We talked about Squirtle Pay Dirt. We've got 8 ball games, 8 feature games that we'll be covering. You can kind of watch them all.
Boy, we got a good lineup this week, too.
And then after that, we've got the scoreboard show on Squirtle.com and Squirtle TV going until midnight, which has been a lot of fun to be a part of the last 3 or 4 weeks. Kick is away, taken at the 15-yard line to the near side on the return for Felix Teal, the freshman.
Ooh.
Steps out of a tackle in running room, 35-yard line, steps out of another tackle and another tackle. What a run. And he stays on his feet, and he is on his way.
Oh, my goodness.
Only one man can catch him, and that is one of the most amazing kickoff returns you will ever see.
Holy cow.
He stepped out of 7 tackles on that return.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, I'd love to go back and see that one again.
I mean, we talked about him early before the broadcast. My goodness.
That is an 85-yard kickoff return. That'll make it 28-14, and I mean, you thought he was tackled 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I mean, and he juked 2 or 3 guys that they collided into each other. He made such a good juke move, and then he's trapped on the sideline the whole way down. Had 3 or 4 guys that Tried to work him to the – you could tell he's a tough runner, too, with a lot of strength.
What's sad for the Laverne fans, it happened in front of the Pioneer fans over here on the near sideline. They just had to kind of see it from afar. We had a chance to see that one. Had a perfect look at it. Now in for two is Freeman with the carry. And that will make it 30-14. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellamy & Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Felix Till with the 85-yard kickoff return, and that was as good as anything you will see, as he was just matriculating his way down the sideline in front of the Pioneer bench. He stepped out of, I said 7 initially. It was 5 to 7 tackles that he stepped out of on his way down the near sideline, then broke free. And all he had to beat to the end zone was Set Lopez, and he wasn't going to catch it. Lopez wasn't going to catch it.
He'd already beat everybody else. We're going to watch the replay here.
Look here, I want to see as the kickoff happens, as we watch it on our phone here. Let's see, 1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4, 5, 6. And he basically stepped out of 7 tackles, or 6 tackles, excuse me, before he got to the end zone.
It's pretty impressive. Nice camera work by our camera crew, too.
Exactly right. You got right down there in it, that sideline camera. Okay, so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Pioneer at the 20-yard line, and it's their turn to answer now. There's still time in this ball game.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this second half, the first half, it was kind of a little boring offensively, and boy, both these teams have exploded here in the second half.
And we've had 4 consecutive scores now, 2 by Pioneer and 2 by Laverne since the 6:47 mark of the third quarter. And that play is pass is incomplete.
He's got a cramp.
It was intended for Humphreys. And it will be 2nd down and 10.
You know, it's interesting, too, because we called a lot of games early in the year, and, you know, there was a lot of excessive heat those first few weeks of the season. And
take a look at what we're looking at right there.
That's pretty cool.
You are seeing Mason Massey trying to work the cramp out of Caden Humphreys.
It's pretty cool.
And, you know, this week on social media, you saw a picture of that happening. That was a big deal on social media, and you see it right here. And you'd probably see it every Friday night, 8-man football in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that's a great job, Mason Massey of Laverne, who is over there trying to work the cramp out of Caden Humphreys, because, you know, Caden Humphreys is one of the best players on this field, and Laverne wants to, if they're going to win this ball game, they want to beat the best.
Yeah, you know? And that's just representative of the 2 communities that we have playing this game, too.
Yeah.
Great students on, you know, both sides of the field here, a lot of class. And like you said, you know, if you're going to play the best, you want to beat the best. You want to beat everybody at full strength.
Yeah, we were talking about Pioneer in the preseason. They are favored to win Class B District 7, and Laverne favored to win Class B District 1. But boy, I tell you what, they've got a gauntlet, including Shattuck. They'll play them in Week 10, most likely for a district championship. And you see Caden Humphreys is up and getting some fluids into him as he'll come back to the near sideline. As after tonight, Pioneer has a week off before they go to Garber in 2 weeks. And Laverne's got another big one next week as they will host Balco Forget before they go to Sealing in 2 weeks. As, not a district game here tonight, but district play is starting in full force this weekend in Oklahoma high school football. And we will be somewhere next week. We always like to see what happens on Friday night and kind of figure out over the weekend, try to pick the best matchups.
I think we have one identified, Deer Creek at Putnam City North.
So 2nd down and 10, and trying to get to the edge that time, and not a whole lot of running room there. And that carry is Dakota Wingo.
And we'll have to pick the game for, that's going to be obviously Todd's game. So
down in the city.
Sir.
So now 3rd down and 7. Almost 3rd down and 8. I'm going to give him a 2-yard gain and not a 3-yard gain.
Give a shout out to Grant Merrill. I don't know if he's watching, but happy birthday to him.
You bet. Happy birthday to him.
Oh, that's a wobbler.
And that'll be incomplete.
Called. I haven't made a signal. Called an
Keegan
incomplete.
Beaver says he has it. They'll say it's incomplete, which is probably the right call.
Yes, it was.
He was trying to make something happen for his team right there.
It's hard to see from back there behind it, but obviously he wasn't very adamant about it.
So now it is 4th down and 8.
My dad always taught me in officiating basketball is if a ball goes out of bounds and you don't know who it's off of, you just scream a color like very adamantly and act like you know what's going on.
Well, Dayton thrower will step back to punt, and then they'll put the pressure on the Pioneer defense to get a stop. Down by 16. Kick is away toward the near sideline. We'll take a little bit of a Pioneer bounce and die at the 48. And that is where Laverne will take over 1st down and 10. Call it the 49. In Mustang territory with 9:13 to play in the ball game.
I know since you won't be on a call tomorrow night, you know, tomorrow night is Coach Turney's birthday.
Happy birthday, the old ball coach.
I knew you'd want to do that.
And he is watching tonight.
Yes, sir. He's always watching.
You betcha.
It's where I get all my ideas.
Great to have him in the booth last week or a couple weeks ago up in Cherokee, 2 weeks ago. Handoff on 1st down and into the secondary goes Mason Massey. He had a pretty good second half here. He'll get inside the 40-yard line to the 38, gaining 11 to move the chains, 1st down.
Now Massey's a hard runner. Boy, that guy runs hard. Low center of gravity, he'd be tough to bring down.
He's got 7 carries for 43 yards rushing tonight. Came in at 10 carries for 121 and a couple of touchdowns. Tell you what, the band here at Pioneer, they're into it. They're playing all night long, keeping everybody entertained, keeping the energy up, and making it feel like a great high school football atmosphere here tonight. That Pioneer Mustang band. 1st down and 10 from the 39.
A lead coming this way towards us.
Right side, Bockelman down to the 31, gaining 7.
Laverne tips that lead play because if they run lead, Massey, if you watch, he lines up closer to the line of scrimmage when he's going to be blocking. Something I've noticed in this game.
Interesting. That's why you're the best color guy in the game, right? That's why we pay. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
That's just something I noticed.
Okay, Tony Romo, welcome to the booth.
I wouldn't go that far, Tom.
2nd down and 2. Clock at 7:45 to play. Hand off to the fullback this time, and that is Mason Massey, and he's pushed back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 or so. Linebacker Robert Newberg makes the stop. Got a chance here to highlight the Squirtle crew. Bryce Miller, our producer engineer, and the Brown brothers, Sam and Seth, on the cameras tonight. Cashin boys.
We need to tell a big shout out and congrats to any of the softball teams out there that won their districts today that will be moving on to regionals. I know some teams in the area actually did that.
Pioneer did. I heard them talking about that earlier. There's a handoff to Bockelman, and he'll come up short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 1, I think.
Yep.
At the 30, he'll pick up 1, but he needed 2.
Boy, that's a sport, too. You want to talk about increasing in popularity, that
well,
fast
and
pitch softball.
I hadn't been out here on this campus for a while, and I walked over here to the bathroom to our right and went and took a look at the softball and baseball complex here. And coaches rising and rising, they get it done out here, and they have built a fantastic facility.
Yeah, and shout out to Pioneer, too. They were great hosts, obviously one of our network schools, and great accommodations the whole time
They ran
here.
internet out here for us to make sure we had the broadcast.
And it's
that
incredible.
4th down on a long 1, quarterback sneak, push the pile.
Didn't get it.
I don't think he got it. Nope. Don't think he got it. Had to get about a half a yard inside the 30, and he is at the 30. And Peyton Freeman, the quarterback, coming out of there limping just a little bit. He'll measure. All right, camera, show us something here.
Zoom in there.
Too many bodies in the way. He
Oh,
is an inch
yeah,
short.
There we go. That's a good view.
Yeah. So Pioneer will get the stop.
Great camera work by Brothers Brown.
So Pioneer will take over at the 30-yard line.
There's still 6 minutes to go. Pioneer can get a quick score, and it's a lot of time, and especially an 8-man. You can stop the clock throwing the ball around. You got a couple timeouts.
First down and 10. The ball caught by the big tight end Dakota Wingo. He'll get out of bounds and stop the clock at the 32.
Good job there by Laverne.
A couple. Yeah.
Pioneer ran a little delay there. They delayed that tight end out in the flats, and Laverne had it covered. These two teams are, man, the coaches do a good job. They coach very well, very, very prepared.
We've gotten a couple of people asking me tonight if I'm going to the K-State OSU game on
Yeah.
Saturday. I would love to go to that game. Well, I will be on an airplane flying to Indianapolis on Saturday night while that game is going on. I'm hoping that I can buy Wi-Fi on the plane.
I've been told you're never ever allowed to go to an OU game with Todd Miller again.
Exactly right. Pass incomplete, intended for Dakota Wingo. Yes, I've had good luck watching the Cats down in Norman over the past decade or so.
It's crazy. They got their number. That's going to be everybody's. I'll tell you what, this is a big game against Oklahoma State, but next week be a big game against OU too. And the way OU's
K-State is not bad. I've watched all 3 of their
aren't.
games. I mean, they beat a Stanford team handily that came back the next week and beat USC.
Now, is their quarterback going to be back?
Not this week, but he should be back hopefully in a couple of weeks.
He's a good player.
3rd down and 9.
Oh.
Intercepted, going back the other way. That is Carson Lovell to the house. Touchdown, Laverne. The Tigers get a big defensive touchdown, the pick 6.
And that's the risk you take, obviously throwing, especially throwing a ball out in the flats like that across your body, and great defensive play there by Laverne. 6 the other way.
Let's see here. The line of scrimmage was the 32. I'm going to say it's about a 40-yard interception return.
I like your math. It's quick math.
Kind of guessing, to be honest with you. We'll go for 2. It's now 36-14, and for Ty Parker, his first pick of the season. And that one taken back to the house. So Laverne's defense just steps up and gets a big play to basically put this one away. Bockelman turns it up, and he will come up short. We'll take a break. 5:46 to play in the ball game. The Tigers lead the Mustangs 36-14. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Now Laverne scores the 40-yard interception return by Carson Lovell. Now 36-14 with 5 minutes and 46 seconds to play in this one. And the kick will angle into the end zone just inside the pylon, which is perfectly placed.
Just like he planned it.
Exactly right. So Pioneer will take over first down and 10, their own 20-yard line, and they'll start the drive with 5:46 to play. And of course, this is a non-district game, the final non-district game of the year. District play starts next week, and 2 weeks for Pioneer as they get next week off. But this is a good measuring stick game for them. I mean,
you bet.
They are favored to win their district. Hoy with the carry this time.
Goodness. Stay behind your blocker.
Hand off to number 24, Rowdy Hoy.
Rowdy Hoy was upended by Carson Lovell, who just had the pick 6.
You know, and that's what these better teams, these good teams do to you. You know, get special teams touchdowns, you know, interceptions for touchdowns, and the next thing you know, you're down by 3 scores. And you know, Pioneer shouldn't hang their hat. They've competed this whole game, and
yeah, 36-14. This game seems closer than that. As Leighton Parker looks for some running room, he'll get the first down. He picked up 3. Out to the 32.
32-yard line.
5 to play. And next week, Balco Forget at home for Laverne. And I've got to tell you, as we watch this play, Ty Parker is flushed and he throws it away as he was being pressured. I have good memories of going out to Laverne. You go out there and great people and unbelievable food.
Oh,
they take care of you out there. They
it's great hospitality.
Start bringing you food before the ball game and make sure that you're filled up before you leave or when you leave. And I've always said we always used to go out there, and we did on the radio did Pond Creek Hunter in Laverne a couple of times, and good people out there and good food. Good food.
You just don't want to ever be stuck out there in a snowstorm.
No, it's a long way out there. There's a penalty they're going to mark off against Pioneer. I didn't see what it was.
I didn't either.
Oh, grounding. Threw it away as he was being pressured. So back to the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 15.
Or did they throw an incomplete pass?
Incomplete pass.
That's
and
right.
Then they got him for grounding. 3rd down and 15. Got a handoff this time to Hoy, angling right. Tries to turn it up, has some running room, and will pick up some. Not enough for the first down, but makes it 4th and manageable. Out to the 37, picking up 10. So Hoy with a couple of carries on this drive. So 4th down and 5.
37-yard line.
The Laverne fans thinking about embarking on that long drive back out to Northwest Oklahoma. And now there's a first down. That carry is by Rafael Torres. So Rafael Torres, his first carry of the game.
Rafael Torres on the carry.
Out of the 45-yard line, so he'll end up picking up 8 and enough to move the chains. Pioneer just looking to put together a drive, something to hang their hat on here as final 3+ minutes of this ball game. Do a little cosmetic work on the score, trailing 36-14.
Oh, got to hit hard there.
It's Ty Parker with picking up a couple across the 45-yard line to the 46. Stick around after the ball game. We're going to figure up these stats, and we'll just show you how many plays that Laverne had the football. 47 in the first half.
Goodness gracious. Had a couple of 17 or 15-plus play drives, right?
Pioneer had it for 16 plays in the first half, and the second half has been a little more even, but second down and 8. Pass is caught by Humphreys as he'll try to escape the grasp of Carson Lovell. And across the 50-yard line to the 48, picking up 7.
Pick up a 4 on the play. We're going to call it 3rd and 3 inside Laverne territory with their 48.
So now 3rd down and 3. 2.5 to play. Parker steps up. He wants to run, but he fumbles it late. He might have been down. They're going to say it's a fumble. I believe they will.
They are going to call it a fumble.
Yep. As he was tackled from behind.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Laverne. That'll be 1st and 10 Laverne.
So the turnover will give the ball back to Laverne with 2:20 to play. They can just run the clock out. As they will take over. Another cramp out there. I think that's Felix Teal, I believe.
Yes, it is.
47-yard line is where they will start this drive. Might we see, well, we might if he wasn't gimping off the field, we might see Felix Teal at quarterback. He's the backup quarterback, but nope, he'll go to the sideline. Well, Laverne has been impressive. I mean, we knew coming in Pioneer was going to have to step up their game, and Pioneer did for the most part. They played pretty well tonight. They just, in that first half, they had some opportunities go by the wayside. But then a couple of turnovers here in the fourth quarter led to that touchdown on the pick 6. Handoff on first down. Gabe Lovell. Push back, led by Dayton thrower Robert Newberg. No gain.
Seth Lopez, loss of a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 11.
So okay, a loss of 1.
Their own 46-yard line.
Back to the 46.
We kind of talked looking ahead for Laverne's schedule, but looking ahead for Pioneer, I know they've got that big matchup here in a couple weeks against Garber. But they look like probably the favorite in their district.
Yeah, that's I think that as well. Garber's in there. They got a bunch of schools from over east, Olive and Yale and Barnsdall. Carry for Mason Massey.
I'd be anxious to see how Barnsdall is. Barnsdall was pretty talented a couple years ago and an 11-man, but they usually have some talent. And Pioneer will be moving up to 11-man.
Next year, yes. And that just basically became an enrollment thing, right? They just got too many kids.
Yep.
They would have liked to have stayed 8-man, but they have to move up because they have too many kids. Penalty moves Laverne back 10. It was a hold. Back to the 36.
Which is looking from the numbers on the sideline, it looks like Pioneer will be fine playing 11-man football. You know, we saw OBA this year have to drop down to an independent schedule just because of low numbers, and their enrollment's pretty low as it is. And
Ooh, handoff up the middle, and boy, Mason Massey almost broke free as he was tackled by Caden Humphreys. Gain of 9.
About 8 back. Bring up a 3rd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
We'll tick down to 1 minute to play in the contest. Laverne will run their record to 4-0. They will take on Balco Forgan at home next week. Pioneer will have to think a couple of weeks about this loss. They'll fall to 3-1 before they go to Garber in 2 weeks.
This might be.
Around the left side,
Oh,
Peyton Freeman.
Goodness gracious. What a block. See that block?
I did not. I was looking
Gabe
down at my
Level?
sheet.
Wow.
The 49-yard line is where he'll be a gain of about 3 yards in the carry.
That should be the last play of the game.
Yep, that'll do it. Clock rolls, 15 seconds to play. Laverne comes east to pick up a big non-district win, a big Class B win. As they'll take on all comers all year long, and they have a one to hang their hat on and be proud of tonight as they beat a very good Pioneer squad. Final score 36-14. Tigers 4-0. Pioneer falls to 3-1 as they shake hands. We'll take a break and come back and do a quick post-game show, give you some final numbers, go through the scoring, and we'll tell you a little bit about tomorrow's ball game we'll have on the Squirtle Game of the Week down in the city, and other action we have with Pay Dirt and the scoreboard show tomorrow night until midnight. It's the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry. Our team is here to care for all your vision needs. We handle everything from adult and children's eye exams to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580. The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
Eubank Haney Law Firm is proud to be a fan of high school sports. Andrew Eubank and Caleb Haney believe that clients deserve better. At the end of the day, that's how they measure true success. Their experience, confidence, and integrity ensures that your case will be handled in a reasonable, efficient manner, regardless of the legal situation you are facing. Get out of line and come to Eubank Haney Law Firm in Enid, Fairview, and Laverne. Call 580-234-4334 when winning is everything.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. 36-14 our final score. Laverne with the win over Pioneer on our Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Take one. We've got another game coming up tomorrow night. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorse with you, putting the wrap on this one. And fun to see Laverne. We don't get to see him very much. We've seen Pioneer now a couple of times in 3 weeks. And I think Laverne deserves to be the number 1 or 2 team in the state, because I know Pioneer is a good football team, and they're going to make some noise on down the stretch. And it was Laverne, just a workmanlike effort tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just the physicality and, you know, just the great, you could just tell they're very well coached, and they just got weapons all over the place. And, you know, the difference in the game was obviously the pick six and the punt return, and then the first half. You know, I mean, Laverne, you know, the experienced team came out. You could tell they didn't have the jitters, I think, that maybe Pioneer had, but the better team won tonight. And but that's not to say that Pioneer doesn't have some confidence for further along in the playoffs.
We're talking about how Laverne just controlled the ball in the first half. They started it with a 17-play, 63-yard drive to open the ball game off the opening kickoff. And they scored on a 4-yard touchdown run by Peyton Freeman, the quarterback. Mason Massey with a 2-point conversion. 8-0 Pioneer with 4:49 to play in the first quarter. But once again, a 17-play drive. They got the ball back after Pioneer went for it on 4th down, and they rolled off another 10-play drive. They went for it on 4th down, came up empty. And then they took a 14-0 lead on an 11-play, 70-yard drive with 5 minutes to play in the first half, and it was Houston Bockelman with the 18-yard run. 2-point conversion run, no good, made it 14-0. The drive took 3:57 off the clock, 11 plays and 70 yards. And then they had a long drive to basically end the first half. They started on their own 7-yard line, ended up inside the 20 on the other end of the field. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plays to end the first half. 14-0 Laverne halfway through this one. Pioneer got to within a score after a turnover. An interception by Ty Parker set them up at the Laverne 6-yard line. With 6:52 to play in the third quarter, they scored on the next play, a 6-yard touchdown run by Caden Humphreys. Then Caden got the 2-point conversion run to make it 14-8, just shy of midway through the third quarter. But Laverne had an answer. 7-play, 66-yard drive in 4 minutes and 55 seconds, and Peyton Freeman took it in from 27 yards out. Bockelman with the 2-point conversion run to make it 22-8. Laverne answers, though. 9 plays, 84 yards, just under 4 minutes. Caden Humphreys from 21 yards out to make it 22-14. But it was Felix Teal, the freshman, with an amazing 85-yard kickoff return where he stepped out of 6 tackles on his way to the end zone. He was dead to rights 5 or 6 times, and he's able to go down the near sideline all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. That made it 30-14 after Peyton Freeman's 2-point conversion run with 10:15 to play in the contest. And the final scoring of the ball game was on a pick six, a 40-yard interception return by Carson Lovell with 5:46 to play in the ball game. And that's your final score, 36-14. take a look at the numbers in the game. First of all, for Pioneer on the ground, 31 rushes for 159 yards. Caden Humphreys ends up getting 13 for 94. Leighton Parker had 6 for 36. Through the air, Ty Parker was 10 of 20 for 66 yards with an interception. And Caden Humphreys with 5 receptions to lead the way. His longest was a 17-yard reception. So 10 of 20 for 66 through the air, 31 for 159 on the ground, 51 offensive plays for 225 total yards for Pioneer in the ball game. For Laverne, 48 rushes for 250 yards. And it was Peyton Freeman, the quarterback, leading the way, 22 for 132, including a couple of touchdown rushes in the ball game. Houston Bockelman, 13 carries for 53, Mason Massey, 10 carries for 57 to lead the way. Through the air, Peyton Freeman was 9 of 18 for 105 yards. He threw an interception in the ball game as well. 66 offensive plays for 355 total yards in the ball game for Laverne tonight. And Tanner Wood's squad will go back to Northwest Oklahoma. He with a very nice win of 36-14. What are we doing tomorrow? You guys are going to go down to the city and got a big one in Class 6A2 as Booker T. Washington takes on Choctaw. You'll have it with Todd Miller.
Yeah, there may be an athlete or two on that field tomorrow night. I mean, man, it's going to be a great, fun game to call. Like we talked about before with Squirtle, we like to cover all classes, and it's always exciting to cover these 8-man games and these great traditional matchups like Laverne and Pioneer. But, fast forward to tomorrow night, and, man, it is going to be an exciting game. Booker T. Washington, the Gentry Williams kid, I believe he's a 5-star, has been offered by about every college in the country. And they have a few other studs, too, as well. And then you go on the opposite side of the ball, and you have Choctaw and Steele Wasserman, their quarterback, and they've got the Jackson kid on defense, and it's just loaded with athletes and players, and it'll be a lot of fun. And I know Todd is really looking forward to calling the game, and we're looking forward to have it.
Okay, I'm trying to find what's our list of pay dirt games tomorrow night. I'll make you go to your phone. And
I can go and
let
do
us
that.
know.
So let me look real quick. We have, obviously, our game of the week. We'll have Booker T. Washington at Choctaw. This is a good Class A matchup, Watonga at Cashin. Then we have a really good Class 2A matchup, Washington at Purcell, just right across I-35. Then we'll have us a good Class 5A matchup. El Reno will be back in action playing at Noble. Big matchup in Class 2A, Prague at Millwood. Big matchup in A, Oklahoma Christian Academy at Hinton. Then just down the road over at Garber, we'll have Pond Creek at Garber, and then we'll finish off with Guthrie at Piedmont. Make sure everybody tunes into the Squirtle app or Squirtle.com. You'll be able to watch the Pay Dirt show, obviously, starting at 6:55.
And then afterwards, the scoreboard show going until midnight. They do a great job with that show. That's a whole lot of fun. I've been addicted to that the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. Before we let you go, let's go ahead and check the Squirtle scoreboard, the scores of games that were played tonight. Not a whole lot of them, but Maud is leading Oaks now 32-16. That ball game late in the fourth quarter. Jones over Star Spencer in the fourth, 49-6. Putnam City North, no trouble with U.S. Grant tonight. It's gone final at 69-3. Still a mid-third quarter score. I need to get an update on this one. Broken Arrow leading Westmore 16-6. Midwest City over Lawton 28-6 in the third quarter. Minco over Carnegie tonight 59-0. And, of course, our ball game here tonight, Laverne over Pioneer 36-14. Great job tonight, Bryce Miller, producer, engineer, and the Brown brothers, Sam and Seth, running the cameras for us. And don't forget, we got the game of the week tomorrow night again down at Choctaw. Choctaw will take on Booker T. Washington. For the crew and for Adam, I'm Tom Nelson. Good night, everybody. And don't forget, tomorrow night, a great night of high school football. And why don't you just sit down and watch it with Squirtle? Good night, everybody.